tell you an op, though. In 69, we were going up this one canal, and we used to, PBRs couldn't get up it. So we had to take a Boston Whaler up it with a twin 60s in the front, and one guy would sit and steer it, you know. We'd take a squad up there, maybe 5 guys, you know. And whatever squad didn't have the op tonight, they got to be the driver and the gunner, which I got to be the driver once, and I wasn't happy. I covered myself with flak jackets. I mean, who's anybody going to shoot at?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we were going up real slow up this thing, and all kinds of filament lines and stuff like that we were cutting ourselves through because it was low tide. Luckily, it wasn't high tide. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we got up there and put the guys in, and we came back out, and the PBR said, put their boats into a bank, right? So we're sitting there on the PBR, me and my buddy that was the gunner, another SEAL. And all of a sudden, across this river, we heard this pop, 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 pop. It was a sampan. So we were going to go after that sumbitch. But one guy driving, one guy in the 60, we needed a guy with that could see too. You know what I mean? Because you know.
Mm-hmm.
So we asked one of the PBR guys, you know, who wants to go with us. And this whole time we'd been with him. That, God damn, we'd love to go out with you guys. The only guy on that boat that volunteered was the guy that was married.
Damn.
The rest of them wouldn't do it. So we jumped in the sampan. One after the other one hosed them down. They hit the bank, and then there was blood trails going into the, killed one of them. He was laying in the boat, and the other guy had gotten out and ran. And you could see blood spots, you know, following in. Well, we didn't go after him. We're not that stupid, you know. Nighttime, you know, he's probably dying. Yeah, I'll take these guys out with me. So anyway, we brought the sampan back, and goddamn, we had a whole big thing of intel and weapons and all kinds of shit. And the other guys, then we went up and got the other guys, brought them out. They didn't do a thing, you know. It was pretty neat.
That's sketchy.
Yeah.
I can't imagine the that you guys would just go by these filament wires and step over these trip wires and just continue on your mission. That's sketchy.
You have to. It's what that's what we did. Anyway, so I wasn't on this op, but it was and a couple other guys from the other squad went down to Square Bay, and we'd gotten this intel that this sandpan, pretty good size one, almost like a junk, would go up the river at nighttime, up the main river where seaflow was, up by that way, you know. So George and those guys were down there. They were in a Boston Whaler. They had a couple law rockets with them and stuff like that, you know. So they figured, well, shit, we haven't really, it's been a dry hole here. We're at that goddamn the junk when it comes by, you know. So they go out after the junk, and they could hear it and then see the silhouette of it, you know. So they got real close to it and fires a law rocket and hit the stern, not the exact rudder and everything, then popped a flare so they could shoot and everything. Well, after they popped their flare, about 15 other flares popped, and it wasn't us.
Ugh.
So behind them was all this little flotilla of sandpans and shit, and so they took off and were shooting back with their stoner and 60 and stuff like that. Finally, they called, and then a couple of PBRs came down and saved them. that was a pretty good op.
That's just so. That's one of the major differences, you know, with us having night vision now.
Yeah,
the whole way that you guys had to utilize illumination, and we did utilize illumination from time to time. We actually on big operations, sometimes we'd have the Army firing, or the Army artillery would be firing illumination in certain situations, but generally we weren't doing that.
Yeah, in ambushes we always fired a flare up, you know, to get good vision. Hit where we had, then we got out of there. You know what I mean? Yeah. Put our claymores out and claymores behind us. You know what I mean? Everything set, waiting for dudes to come down the river, and then we'd hit them, you know.